Good morning. Oh, I already do not like that chat overlay. Oh, Slayer. Thank you very much, buddy. Morning, Tony. Good, thank you. Yourself? Sorry, I just put eye drops in and I am all sorts of sticky eyes, man. Nearly died 5 times. It's exactly what you're supposed to do. All right, bear with me 1 second. Let me get rid of this. I absolutely. Hang on, wasn't you level 7 last night? I saw you earlier on live, actually, Slayer. I was doing a bunch of stuff on the computer, and I put myself on. I lurked for a little bit. Um, let me get the music sorted. Uh, oh, are you collecting the old bags, the old harpy bags? Okay, all right. A game. Gotta get the A game on. What am I doing this morning? Right, I am looking to do dungeon runs today, man. I want to get a BFD and an SFK, and I'm gonna do a few of the Ashenvale quests whilst I'm waiting. Um, I think that should give us a good few hours to get all that sorted. Okay, let's get this going. Boom. Oh no, someone got the bloody escort. I thought I'd logged out just in the right place for it. And someone took it. Um, so what was your near deaths, Tony? How did you almost die? Was it the Harpies or was it somewhere else? Oh, ho, here he is. They're the ones just on the west of Razor Hill, right? Yeah, is there one mob as well around there if I remember from the other day that is it gives a percent to hit reduction on you. That was horrible. Yeah. Oh, do you know what I did? I trained a bow because it was nice and quick. But I didn't pick up any bloody arrows. Fish merchant and supplies. I don't think that guy's going to be much use to me, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Yeah, I thought that area would be quite dangerous. But my only issue I had there was trying not to attack that elite. Yeah, no, it's big. It is big getting the old double. The dual wield changes the game on the old rogue gameplay. 100% changes it. I remember trying. Was it after the Lich King? I thought I would just mess around and make a character, and it was so weird to have dual wield off the bat. Very weird indeed. It's an interesting thing, right? 'Cause in my head, like I start a new character on classic and it's a rogue, and I plan through where I'm gonna get the first what the first few weapons are gonna be like. But then when you get dual wield, you don't really care about any of it. Got to be real. I'm going to go up in here and attempt that escort as well with the bear, I think, after this. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm looking for BFD groups. Group BFD 24 DPS. Oh yeah. Good morning to anybody that's new in the chat, by the way. I see a couple of new names in there. Don't be scared. Tony won't bite. Well, I mean, that's a given. You're Australian, but... Oh, I haven't buffed myself or anything. I am noobing up this morning. Noobing up. I don't know why I woke up with this song in my head. I don't think I will need to hear it again after this. What the? Happened? I don't trust none of this. Like, I thought that was an easy quest. It is an easy quest. Oh, they hit me. Still gotta deal with the big guy. Oh no. This is not smelling good for me right at this second, I'll tell you that. Not smelling good. Is he coming? It is coming. Vorsha the Lasher. Okay, so I have a little tactic for Razzle's Claw, right? There's one... Hang on one second. There's one quest beforehand. Beautiful. There's a quest where you get an item which drains health. No, sticky glue isn't very useful for this because he's a ranged and a melee. But there's one quest where you get like it heals you for 150 damage and hits them for 150 damage. Single use item. You should have got it before. It's not linked to this quest, so you can get it separate. Using that will like half health him. And heal you too, so you can like damage him a bit and then pop that. I'm trying to think of what the name is called, like the Dark Claw or something. I can't remember. See if I can find it. Puritar quest. Wow. Classic item that heals you and damages enemy. Alright, I know what it's called now. Get it up. Here. So the sticky thing, yeah, this is the one. It's the yeah, you're right. Minshina skull, faintly glowing skull. This thing is great. So what does it do? Still 75 to 125 life from the target enemy. Every time. That is the bread and butter for doing that quest solo if you're not over leveled. I would do that. You are correct. Yeah, it's Manisha's skull. Oh, you haven't done it? Oh, you haven't done Echo Island? I would do that before you do anything. You're level 8, 9, right? You should be good. No, 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 no. Well, I did it at level 8. You should be good. I was level 8, level 9, maybe. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Alright, what am I doing here? A defeat for Warrior the last year. That is dingoed. Done and dingoed. Time to get a little bit of the Naga skulls. Yeah, I would definitely go over there now, man. You should be fine. Like, you can get all of the... What's it called? Shaman and Hex troll kills pretty easy. You can pull... you can pull the dude, the name Zalamane, or whatever his name is. You can get him quite easily separate. Yeah. I get you, I get you. I mean, don't rush it. Do whatever. Like, I think you could probably do the Harpy quest and then go down there, but you shouldn't be scared of Echo Isles from level 8 onwards. You should be good. Back here. Violina, how we doing? First time chat, huh? Welcome to the mini hat madhouse. Yeah, tigers, they're such fast attackers, right? They got like a 1.2 attack speed. They just rinse you. Yeah. Give you a little follow there, Phileena. Mr. Bong. How's it going, bud? I'm very good, thank you. Staying alive. That's all I'm doing. Staying alive. What you been up to the last couple of days? Same old, yeah. Yeah, you got Mr. Bong over here. It's his official birth certificate name. Yeah, we're all obviously 12-year-old boys hiding our computer screens from our mums still. The emergency, quick, close down the tabs and pull the blanket over your laps type situation. I know what you boys are up to. Boom. Boom, boom. I need some recommendations. Well, yeah, we do still play the same games. I think that's this. The only way we could we should realistically look at that is that we're consistent. This is pretty much what we can say, really, right? We are consistent. We're dedicated. There are people out there that put it onto their CVs that they used to raid lead. You know, there's no reason why we can't. Man, it's not that nice doing the weapon swaps when your ambush doesn't one shot stuff. The weirdest thing for me a little while ago was I actually, in between looking for a new flat, I actually stayed with my mum for a bit, and so it was a bit weird to be playing WoW back in my old family home. I don't recommend it. It's a bit of a jarring. It gives you a slight sense of midlife crisis, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna go hand these two quests in because I get a nice stamina ring from over here. Got to do that. I need something a little bit more upbeat, man. That was not doing it for me. Okay. So you've played WoW before in first person? Okay. I have questions, but to be honest with you, each to their own. I did see this add-on once, which was kind of like the how to turn WoW into a, I don't know whether it was first person view, but I think maybe it was like this. So it was like how to play it like an RPG, so you can't zoom out any further, reduced everything down, you couldn't see that many buttons. It looked pretty nice. We do have ads coming up in 60 seconds. I'm actually going to push them now and leave myself AFK here for a second. All right. Anybody is on Soulseeker, hardcore, EU, and they want to do BFD, please help me out here. Group BFD 25 DPS. Ooh, I got an extra talent point. Get us a little bit of crit. All right, time to do the horrible, scary Ulborg. Give me a minute. Mr. Bong, you realize you're probably, well, out of three people you're in a conversation with, you're not playing hardcore. I see an issue here. When is the download happening? When are you getting online and prepping yourself to potentially fade in game? I'm more of an OG advisor. Okay. All right. Mr. Advisor. We'll let it slip for a moment. I do expect to see a character called Bong Loaded at some point pop up in this game, though. Oh, I was thinking about a good challenge earlier on. I see two big issues with it, but what if the challenge was to get to level 60 ultra PvP flagged when you're questing? Obviously, I know I could just get one shot by anyone at any given point, but realistically, is that going to happen? I don't see that many level 60s out in the world. Do you think I'd be able to survive? If I die, I'll go Alliance. If I die, I'll go Alliance. I did think about this the other day. If I die, I'll probably go for a dwarf, maybe. It wouldn't work if people really went out of their way to decide to do a little bit of stream sniping, but I don't really think that would be the case right now. But there is just the off chance that I just randomly come across a level 60 and they just kill me in 2 seconds, right? It's just, or even a level 20 if I'm low level. But I want that. I feel like the game itself is obviously, you know, challenging, doing the whole ultra and hardcore, but having having players also to worry about, I like that idea. Like I said, if I die, then we'll do it. We'll have a go at that. Right now, though. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would take the dwarf to the Elwyn Forest, if I'm honest with you. I don't vibe too much with the dwarf zone. Gnome. Yeah. Gnome. Night Elf, I'm not too sure about the old Night Elf situation. There's something that they can be kind of cool, but they're a bit goofy otherwise. They are just a little bit goofy for my likings. I need to do some pickpocketing on the way up here because I have no potions. And this is actually a pretty tough cave. I will group with someone if they turn up, but I am attempting to solo this escort otherwise. Don't know. What? Why is dwarf useless? You got stone form. Get through the bleeds, poisons. They look badass with a big old fucking Mario mustache. Having a good time with. Alright, see if we can get this. Treasure hunt. Yeah, but I mean, but the same can be said for like smelting and stuff, right? Like mining and hers. I can't see any of that either. Like it's, I never really thought that was too good a ratio anyway. Yeah. It's more about the vibe, you know. It's like the type of vibe you get from a dwarf is a bit different to anything else. Have you ever seen a male dwarf run with sprint? That's in and of itself. That's a win. Oh, I remember you saying, yeah, it's Giga, man. It is Giga. I would do a Night Elf Hunter. If I was going to do a Hunter, I would just for the Shadow Meld. Shadow Meld is having stealth as a range. Nice. Yeah, I tend to sit somewhere in between. I'll pick stuff based on how I think they look, and if it's got a decent ratio, then that's also a deciding factor. But in hardcore, I'm going more so for the looks, I think, for anything, to be honest. Gotta have a bit of fun whilst you're really limited. Yeah, the aesthetics, man. I'm telling you, dwarf rogue is some of the best horror farming you could do. Oh, probably female as well, FYI. Female dwarf. If there's nothing sexy than that, I don't know what. Get a little ambush over there we go. Oh, I've lost Tony now. Alright. I thought I had you on my side with that one. That's alright. I played a dwarf female paladin for a while. It definitely grated me a little bit. But there's something about the dwarf females have this two-hand model, which is kind of like a Tauren. They hold it and their animations are amazing. But they are super annoying though, after a while. So I don't know how the dual wield on them actually is. I care too much for it. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but... Yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, I've got a bunch of people in my main guild who are dwarf female warriors, and they look a little bit silly. Oh yeah, see, that's what we're going to be doing, boys. We're going to be soon. We'll be respecking and doing the old ambush spec. All right. So let's invite this little fucker. All right, he is also going for the escort, so we may as well do it together. I logged onto my undead rogue yesterday actually, and I do miss kind of like their I don't know, their general pose, their general stance. It is pretty good. I see why so many people play undead. I think it is most people, right? The first ever rogue I ever made was in... Where'd it go? Terrible class, group mate. Oh, this guy said his doorbell rang. He has to leave. All right, well, bye bye. Got the fucking tiger. Oh shit. Did you farm? Was it by accident, or did you go out of your way to get it? I've never quite got involved in the whole farming for that. It doesn't really appeal to me. Ooh, that right there is a healing potion. That right there is a healing potion. Yeah, but did you go out of your way for it, or it just randomly dropped? Because I have people I know that have been farming it twice a week, every week since CG dropped. I just couldn't care less for that. I actually would prefer, especially on Alliance, I'd prefer the Raptor. Oh right. Well, okay, yeah. Well, the Rizashi Raptor from CG is the only Raptor that a Tauren can use in Classic. They can't use the War Raptor, so it's super good on the Tauren. I don't know what it is about that Tiger, man. It's doing too much for me. I'm just not. It's doing a bit much. You can't, not on that Tauren. It's class restricted. Race restricted. Orcs, trolls, and undeads. I did the same thing. I got my character to Exalted with the trolls on my Tauren Warrior. I got rank 11. I got the Black War Raptor and couldn't use it. I can log you in and show you. I can guarantee you it's not I've discovered this the very hard way. I hadn't either. So either they changed it at some point, even though everyone said I was wrong and they hadn't. But you can't as a Tauren. You can't do it. Yeah, potentially it's been changed. It got changed at some point. Maybe in the absolute original it wasn't like that. But yeah, I'm not. But I was surprised. What the? Oh, someone's doing it? That sucks. Level 27, he's very over leveled for that. Oh, well. I'll change another, we'll try another go. Let's get the troll charms whilst we're here. Fiery weapon. Do you... Okay, so... I'm gonna give you two answers to that. You can ask someone with the ingredients to enchant it, or you need to enchant it yourself if you're self-bound. And it drops from BRD, and you would have to be at a minimum level 50 to get it. But are you self-bound, Tony? I can't remember what you did. Yeah, so you have to level enchanting, go to Blackrock Depths, and get it that way. Absolutely not worth it, no. Oh yeah, so like on regular anniversary, I have it on my alt rogue. I just get someone to buy it for me. I obviously have a bunch of gold on there as well, right? So it's like it's super duper easy. Super duper easy. Oh hi, there's a couple of people over on Kick. How you doing, folks? I honestly, Tony, I've gone engineering mining. I would suggest you go Herb Alchemy. Genuinely, I do think it's better. And yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, if I died today, I would lose 4 gold and whatever else. I don't have anything in my bank, but oh shit, wasn't careful enough. Enough. Oh, this isn't looking good. All right, time to vanish. All right, didn't like that. That was my original plan. And then I remembered Selfbound, and I was thinking, oh, you know, make a bank ult, send stuff, but you can't even do that on Selfbound, so it is a little bit. I guess the meta is people have a bank ult, and when they go, they send all of the stuff to the bank ult, and if they die, they have like a backup, right? So they have a bunch of shit they can keep on using. All I want is 4 more troll charms. I'm gonna be honest, lads. I don't think I can solo this escort. 2 of these mobs kind of they really smack me. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think there's definitely a world where if I did hardcore, let's say I was starting fresh, just normal hardcore, I'd go all the way to 60, and then I would, do hardcore with a Twinkie character. Sure. Like, but I definitely wanted my first. Ooh, I definitely wanted my first one to be. Oh, someone invited me to a guild. It's not the real OnlyFans. Jesus, cringe. But yeah, I think for my first go, I like doing self-found. It's kind of cool. It's kind of sad people are buying gold on. It's not the real one. It's I've looked into it before. I thought I was being invited to a group. My bad. Should have looked a little bit harder. Oh, there's a treasure chest here. It's not quite the right one, I don't think. I think they had a dark red, like a burgundy. This is more of a magenta. I don't understand why they would call it OnlyFans. It's in EU as well, so it doesn't really make them. Yeah, I think someone decided that they wanted to try to be cool. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm just gonna use it as a plug for the stream. Watch, watch, watch. We'll see a little spike. We'll do twitch.tv/boom. Right, so we're on 8 viewers at the moment. Watch it. I'll go up to 10. They'll realize I'm a douchebag and they'll go. Wait for it. Ugh. It's all connected. Ooh. What kind of loot is that, man? Coal stone's not terrible, I guess. Ew. Oh, I need to keep looking out for a group, right? 30 row. Can I just get a little bit of a break and I can find a group I want in LFG once. Look at the group BFD 25 DPS. I am 25, it's fine. There ain't no lies here. I am 25. All right. What is going to be the more difficult? A BFD, I think, actually would be more difficult than Shadowfang Keep, right? There seems to be, to me, from what I remember of it, there's a bunch of different ways of you messing up and pulling some rando things, especially like halfway point. True. Oh, you're on the fun quests, man. You are on the fun quest. Those raptors, I couldn't work out if they do lash as well, where they do the triple hit. I really despise raptors. The raptors and the barons got me almost so many times. It was no bueno, man. No bueno. That's all I can say. Boom. Oh, sure, sure. But did you know the raptors up in Durata? Not in Durotar even. I'm talking about fucking the Barons, sorry. In the Barons, they're tough. Because they lash. So they get those triple hits. And that is scary. Hey, look, I was right. I told you. We got... It spiked up to 11 after the little plug, and then they left. We are one level away from cheap shot. That is a game changer. I need 3 more of these old reptilian charms, troll charms. Oh. Yeah, take that. Boom, boom. Thank you very much. So, Bong, if you did hardcore, would you just do ultra or would you do a challenge? I'll do all this. You. I've connected. Oh. Okay, there's one there. That's 7. The hilarious thing is about this character now, I look like a freaking twink character, you know? The legs, the shoulders. Manisha's skull is where the guy Zalasane, the named guy, is. He's patrolling around that little kind of like camp. If you go into that camp and go up a little slope, you'll see a pile of skulls. And it should be there. Where the frick did you come from? Appreciate a little bit of consistency with this goddamn music. Try it again. Can we go with this one? Alright. No, the camp actually isn't that bad. I also thought that it was super dodgy. It's pretty decent. If you go in through the back, you can pull Zalasane by himself away. Make sure you have all your cooldowns and everything for Zalasane though. He can be a bit he heals and stuff like that, so you gotta time your gouge and blah blah blah. That's the only thing. But there's not that many mobs there, which is the decent thing. So I wouldn't be too scared about anything on that. Alright, wait for respawns. Don't really want to venture too much further into here. There's one there. Alright, what can I do here? I'll kill this guy here. Like I said yesterday, man, the scariest part in in Durotar is the cave next to Orgrimmar. That will get you good if you're not careful. I almost died in it, and I only killed mobs that spawned at the start. I wasn't gonna go deep into that cave. That was something else. Looking for group. PFD 25 DPS. Anyone? May as well take advantage of this. Oh, did you get the skull? Anyone for BFD? Yeah, I told you, it's not that difficult, right? To grab all those bits. You just got to be a little bit tactical about how you enter. Otherwise, it's not too bad. Oh, more potions. I will not say no to none of that. Get out of here. You can't see me. Wow. I gouged for some reason. What did I gouge? Yeah, I know, exactly. Because of the dots, right? The dots kill you. All right, I'll complete this kill quest out here, and then let's have a look and see how we get going with anything else. Okay. You clearly haven't seen Jurassic World, my friend. All the raptors can swim. All right, we have ads coming up in 45 seconds, so I'm gonna kill this mob. Find a little safe spot and sit down for a second. All right, folks, new and old. I'm gonna go over here for 90 seconds whilst the ads run. That would help. I'm gonna grab myself a drink. BRB whilst the ads roll. I think, unironically, trolls are some of the more dangerous. Um, they're some of the more dangerous mobs in the game. I've been fucked up by a bunch of trolls in different places. If I make it as far as level 50, I am looking forward to Jin for Lore in the Hinterlands, man. That is one of my favorite little hubs. Ooh, do I have? Got the wrong thing attached. There we go. Yeah, I think the only thing is about that area is that it takes forever to get the quest done because you're so slow with one hand, weapons, and blah 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 blah. That is the big thing about it. Who the heck is this guy? Oh, I missed that. Missed that entirely. What have I got? 7 and 3. Isn't looking too good, really. Oh, I'm gonna do a little. Doing that. Request from you guys. Sound test. Is everything sounding in good proportion, voice to music? Since you're actually here and you can hear it. Saves me having to mute myself and check on a different screen. I can barely hear the show. Well, that's not 100% how I want it. I want it to be a little bit up. These are all shamans and avengers. These are all. Ooh, look at that. A tin vein all the way over there. Oh, mate, come on. Can't play war music. If I had my way, I would be playing just in-game music. I only really ever play with the in-game music. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I find it a bit overwhelming to be listening to too much stuff at once. To be honest. But I like to have a little bit of chilled out douche music or whatever you like to call it. Doof. What is doof? What the? You know what? I don't judge you for it. I accept you for it. I think it feels a bit strange just to have like I like the channel to have a little bit of music in the background, non-offensive, quiet music. You know, like that's just. Oh, I am not listening to any techno, man. There is no techno on the stream. I can tell you that. There may be some like tracks that have a techno beat to it, but it's not. I don't listen to techno. I think I'm like a German raver. I think I'm wearing like I'm leather clad underneath the belt. I'm not a PvP exactly. If I did any PvP videos, I would legitimately put Spice Girls on in the background. Or like classic 90s noughties British pop. Yeah, exactly. I need to speed up these macro swaps. I don't like the buttons I have them on. I would rather it on something else. 10 and 6. Get rid of something. Like hell you saw me. I think there was such a time. Do you remember, like, obviously, Warcraft movies, right? Like, you would go through, you'd watch one, and there was such people was trying so hard to sound a particular way, and they would put all of this specific music, and it was they were taking themselves so seriously in these videos, so seriously. I can't deal. I look back and I watch some of the old school Rogue videos and stuff, and I'm like, damn, boys, like we really did all that. Blood hell, Fran. Oh, because it works on ambush. That's why I'm having good crits with it. That's funny. I pressed the wrong button on that. I don't think I've really listened to watched too many videos of like RAF PvP. I've only ever listened. I've watched up until TBC PvP videos, and then I've. But I hear PvP in RAF was meant to be pretty peak. Liked it. People liked it a bit. We fought over. Oh. I um I upgraded the stream set a little bit. I ordered two boom arms, one for the webcam and one for the mic. The mic one hasn't arrived yet, but I've got a new angle of this because it's been destroying my mental health. Having this freaking camera in my eyeballs the whole day. Just driving me insane. Is that an Avenger? What's next? You had one of the green screens of a random city at 9 places. You know what? So I have a good Titus, man. You got heading into work. I always forget about the time differences. You guys are ending your day as I'm starting it, right? No, ooh, 1 second. I had intended to try streaming a couple years back when SOD was out, but for whatever reasons I didn't do it. And I always imagined it would be quite fun just to have a green screen behind me and just put some funky stuff out. But I don't think I would pretend to be in a different city. I would just put some random shit on there. But now looking into it, it's actually it's a not it's not a little bit of work, but you have to have a lighting setup for like a green screen. I don't particularly have a very good lighting setup right now. I'm trying to spend zero money on this as much as possible. Come on, I should have aggroed that. There we go. Thank you. So are you guys? I think we're all in the kind of similar age range, or some of us are anyway. Are you guys late game players, or do you just play earlier on and finish up? I seem to be like a daytime player nowadays. Like in the evenings, I'm chilling, but I'm playing games up until maybe 10 o'clock tops. Especially after doing this now. I mean, obviously I'm pretty new to it, but talking for 5 hours gets a bit tiring. Gonna have a good old evening rest. Seems schedule a deaf and blind man. I mean, I'm curious to know what a different blind man's schedule would be. Oh, because you don't know what time of day it is. Yeah, okay, it's just clicked. It clicked. Okay, I get it. I'm sorry, I ruined your funny there. Right, do you know what I'm gonna do? Since I have um a different offhand now, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take the dagger swap and put that in an ambush macro. So let's do busho. Let's do show tooltip ambush. Equip that fast ambush. Then if I go here, I do that. But actually, what I do is I do this. This should in theory work. Sorry, okay, so what are you guys saying? You don't know what time it is. My body randomly just decides I'll sleep whenever. Fall asleep at late, yeah. Right, yeah, I go home from work at 6 p.m. I'm in bed ASAP by 7. Oh, Jesus, Titus, that's a schedule, man. Because, yeah, you're on early. Like, I came on here to do some stuff at the computer. And you were on at 9 a.m. for me. That must be 3 a.m. for you. Jeez Louise. Nothing what? That happened to me. Oh, shit. That happened to me a few years ago. My mid-20s, I had this time where I just couldn't sleep. That's not working. You know why it's not working? I didn't put the macro there, that's why. All right, let's try. So if I do... That should, in theory, take... Oh no. What stream delay are you getting? Is it from me? Or is it your end? Oh, I just wanted some freaking potions, man. I didn't want to fight. I was really hoping someone would turn up and we could do a little bit of that escort, but no one bloody turned up. What's this? Ashram Val, looking for group bear escort cave. No clue what the name of that is. Kind of delay you getting, Tony? Is it on my end? Are you getting some issues from from what you're seeing on my stream? Because I can try and troubleshoot it. Looking for group bear escort cave Ashram Val. All right. Okay. Okay. My computer and my internet got surprised with doing all of this, so it sometimes struggles a tiny little bit. And I'm multi-streaming to 3 platforms today as an experiment. So if there are any kind of issues, then let me know. It'd be a good troubleshooting situation for me to work out what I have to deal with. Oof. I need 11. I think I need 11 and 2. Oh, I just missed a rend, man. I missed a rend in the Barrens. That would have been nice. What are these people up to? Oh, they're Alliance. I can't interact with them. Okay. Well, I think for the most part, there's not really much more I could do here, other than I could do satyr horns. Oh, I got the logam rope. Nice. Okay. Oil. Hmm. What should I do, boys? I feel like I've kind of come a little bit to the end of the quest here in Ashenvale for the moment. And some of them I want a couple more levels for. I think I could go to Stone Talon. Or should I do something? Hmm. Suggestions, lads? Mr. Bong? I am taking leveling zone suggestions. I think I'm kind of hitting capacity here in Ashenvale. I'm thinking maybe Stone Talon. Thousand Needles. It's true, actually. That actually is a pretty good shout. Thousand Needles. Also, what I could do in Thousand Needles, I could do the Dwarf quest, right? On the way down in the Southern Barrens. Okay. Um, okay. That's a good shout. I will go hand these in then. I think they hand in over there if they do. Yeah, I'll hand these in and then I will head over to um Camp Torajo. I think that would be a good segue then after I do those to take a break and go to do my poison quest in Hillsbrad. I think that'd be a good thing. Churajo. Ah, Churajo. Are you trying to say the Torans are Spanish? Hola, let's go to Turajo. Mm-mm. Mm. Ba-ba-ba-ba. What got censored? Oh, can also mean a farm into auto mod. Oh god, sorry. There you go. I had lowered down the auto mod stuff. I got rid of it. Um, so I'm still tweaking it. Like if you use the word testicles, you should be okay. Come on, Tony, use it. Throw a testicle out there. Oh no, did you get banned? It's the AI, man. It's all it is. It's the AI making choices for us. Mm-hmm. I the only one that thinks Moby is underrated now? Some banging songs. Ba. Moby. No. You're not gonna get censored on that one. I tweaked a few of them down. There's 4 different categories, right? And it goes from minor, moderate, high, and extreme, I think, or maybe high is the top one. I've moved a few of the auto mod down to moderate, and a couple down to unfiltered. But I don't know how to find some of the categories, so I don't know what whole would be. What would whole go under as? Is whole like a gender slur? It's difficult to work out what the category is. There you go. You hit it in the head. You got that one. But also there is another one called bullying. And bullying is like, it's if it thinks that you're directing something towards someone, then that's kind of king of the foul weed. Do I want to do this one? Pretty nice. What do you call it? And my inventory is full. Yeah, I would say you're right. Okay, I've got number 5. I've got number 10. Or do I have number 10? Or do I have number 11? No, I've got 5. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I've got 8, but I'll just keep it just in case. I don't have 3, so that's good. I don't have 4, so that's good. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Business, yeah. Yeah, I saw that the C word was getting filtered yesterday. Let me quickly ask this guy. Yo. That can also be men, apparently. Yeah. Um I it's not really a word I've ever really used too much. I've got to be honest with you. And I think for the YouTube algorithm, I will try to obviously not say it too much, but I'm just not someone who says it all that much. Still no groups. South London. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. South London is the poorest part of London. I am from South London. West and North. Okay? West and North is the places where those disgusting poshos are from. No, well, look, okay, let's look at it this way. Every part of London is a shithole. But then every part of London has these tiny little bits of it, which is super, super posh and super, super expensive. And they live like that. What one freaking street will end and it will go from rich to poor, and you'll notice the house change, like the actual house. But North and West is renowned for the most posh places. South has suburban rich places, but Slough, I have never been to Slough, and I think there's a reason for that. I don't think anyone chooses to really go. You know what? Let's have a look. What is Slough famous for? All right, hang on a second. Hang on. Slough is famous as the home of the Mars chocolate factory and the invention of that. And also, The Office was filmed there. So, Thunderbirds was made in the trading estate. I'm not saying that none of these, they're not something people from Slough are probably happy about, but really, what are we saying about Slough? Not much. Yeah. Everywhere has its nice little pockets, but there are these towns out and around in the UK, especially like in the middle of England, which are there's kind of a bit nothingness, and they're pretty new towns. They were built like in the 50s and 60s sometimes, and they're just a bit weird. The Hebrides. I've heard about it. I've never been there. Oh right. Well, Slough, I guess, is infamous for being the initial setting of the original Office. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Alan Partridge. In that show, the character's from Norwich. And Norwich is another one of those kind of like areas that people don't really have much to say for. And yeah. No, I didn't think you would be. I'm guessing that guy, the other guy in the stream, he is also from Slough. I guess if you're from there, you've got a lot to say. I don't know. The Hebrides from school. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard some nice stuff. So some of the islands around the British Isles are crazy beautiful. There's one called the Isles of Scilly. And the Isles of Scilly are like fuck's sake. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it could be northern. But yeah, there's a bunch of islands. Like these islands. Isles. Like, if I told you that this was a British island. Look at this shit, man. Island of Scilly. It's crazy. It's near Jersey. Which, here we are. Well, here I am. You go down here. Got this beautiful thing. The irony of this, you got Old Grimsby, New Grimsby. Those are two places that, yeah, there's a Tesco. No, that's Tresco, never mind. Yeah, I mean, look, though, that is a British Isle, right? No one's ever been in that island other than the Brits, I guess. It's a bit different to like the Falklands, for example, or Gibraltar. Those little places that just confusing. Congratulations. It's time for you to level up, my guy. How far off level 10 are you now? Nice. Kudos. I guess you've done all you need to do around the Oh bugger, I should have gone to the bank. I need to go back to Ratchet and get rid of some of these shredder operator menus. You're level 9 and a bit. Remember you've got, so How do I pull up the Barons without the add-on? Okay, so yeah, you got the Harpies in here. Okay, hang on a second. The Harpy quest in here is really difficult. Be careful. They there's two different types of harpies there, right? There's the ones on the ground, which are fine. But then you got ones up in the they hang about up in the like little canopy. They hit you for like 60, 70. So be careful. One thing I would say, there's two quests you could do up here. One of them is to sort out a poison for some guy that's like dying. And then another one is to collect the medallion from the crocodiles in the water. They could get you to level 10, and then you'd be doing good to go do those quests. But I struggled a lot in here. Like, I struggled a lot in here, so just be a bit careful. The biggest thing I realized about it was because they do so much damage and you're only in grey gear. So you don't have any health. And they could knock you out in 3 hits. I'm gonna run ads, guys, whilst I'm flying. Just so I can get it out of the way when I'm doing all the boring bits. Yeah, you guys are all Gamba fanatics, surely. No, I meant more so they get your age group and they get your gender and they push you out a load of crap. Wow. All right. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nice. So I've got 5. I need 6 and 7. Do I have 6 and 7? No. I mean, they got fuck all to do between the age of 60 and 90, right? 100% going to be doing it. But I think online, on streamers, I would say the demographic of people gambling would be a certain demographic of men that we probably fit into the age range of. If they don't have enough information on you, I'm sure they'll be pushing it. 10, 12, 11. They got you, man. They get all of that. They have it all. All that info is coming up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 6, 7, and 9. And I have none of those. Okay. None of them. I'm gonna put that in the bank. I'm gonna put that in the bank. Mhm. Yeah, I remember when that started happening really intensely, like that 2017, 2018. I would go hang out with a friend. We would go do something, whatever, grab some food, and we would talk about it. And then for days afterwards, for days after, I would be getting sorry, I've got to ban this view bot thingy. There we go. I'd be getting stuff about like gazpacho, and we randomly had a singular conversation about gazpacho or some kind of fucking soup. And then all of a sudden, I've got Amazon pushing stuff to me about gazpacho. And it's such a niche thing, and you're kind of like, oh, you guys are really you're just listening away. I'm gonna maybe make some. Let's make some bombs. Let's make a few bombs. Oh, I think also I can make a target dummy. Do we think a target dummy is worth making at all? I can make 9 target dummies. We'll see. Um, I don't need any other cores for that, so I'll make these 3 course dynamites. Nice. Rough copper bomb. You joking? I'm down to that few pieces of thingy. All right, fine. Target dummy. I would need handful of copper bolts. All right, I'll make a couple of target dummies just in case. Is there an anvil in here? There isn't, right? 9. I want to make 9. All right, let's do that. Oh, I need 18 actually. Stupid. Anyway. Thanks, like one, then that's super annoying. I'm just gonna make them all, to be honest with you. I think this is the easiest thing to do. Stop being a dumb dumb. Make them all. All right, so let's make a rough. No, I don't want to make a rough dynamite. I want to. I am some kind of brain dead sometimes. I tell you that. Oh well. Now, do target dummy stack? Hope they do, right? Beautiful. All right. I've got a target dummy now. What level does target dummy haunt? They crafted items. So dummy was up How they work. What it creates an error effect. Tell me what. Interesting. Can anybody explain to me how target dummies work? Like, is it based on my level? Is it based on its level? Like, have I got? Oh, it's a gouging pick. Mm. Camp Turajo. There you go, Tony. I said it in the native Toran tongue. Turajo. Okay. How do you find? You just can't find consistent groups in hardcore, man. Looking for group BFD 2025 DPS. It's a tough break. If I started to try and form the group myself, I know for a fact I would be sat here for 2 hours without a healer and without a tank. I have to leap super quick into any LFG tool and be like, hey, me, take me. Arrows. Arrows. I need to buy arrows. What do I need to do? Need to buy the arrows. Ooh. All right. Who is selling arrows? Who is selling arrows? Arrows, arrows, arrows. All right, no one in here for arrows. Welcome back, G. What piece did you get? Gosh darn it, where do I get some arrows from around here? Yeah, but there isn't any general goods around in Torajo. Torajo doesn't have anything good, man. What I'm looking for. Gimme. Uh, mm, mm. Arajo. Arajo. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. All right. How do you say Torin? Huh? Torajo. It can't be Tarajo. Torajo. Torajo? Torajo. Can you believe that I have a degree in languages? All right. I think I'm not going to find it here. I'll have to go and find them down south. Kind of jarring, though, that there's not a general goods here. It's like a very big camp. That's what I mean. Yeah, I study Spanish. You say Torin, Torajo, Torajo. I don't know how do you say that. I can't even. Anyway, Torajo, Torajo. The second Torajo. Keep going. All right, so I need to find that dude that patrols the. I need to find the Tauren that patrols here. I believe you. It's okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. The heck? You're attacking me, my guy. What did I do? Fizzle. All right. So, am I going stealth yet? One sec. Let me go in stealth. So, Fizzle is here. He's down in the canyon. You can see him from the top down, but you want to do it from the south here. So come around them. You can eventually see him coming down, and you can like jump down a few rocks. He's about there. Yeah, do a little bit of damage to him, and then smack him with that skull. You should be good. He has like an imp next to him as well, so I wouldn't worry too much about the imp dies in like a hit or two. It's not very tough. Mhm. Ooh, no, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely maybe some warlocks around, and but if you're smart, you can pull them out and kill them separately. You just have to pull them out of his little area, and then you can clear those one by one, and eventually it'll just be him left in the middle. He patrols a little bit as well, so you can catch him in like a quieter spot. It shouldn't be difficult if you have that though. But yeah, just manage the ads around, like kill them first and stuff. Mhm. Aha, here we go. So which swords have you got? You got the Harpy quest from, right? And you said you looted the green one. Notched short sword of stamina. That that's sounding legit, my guy. That is sounding legit. I I got so unlucky with greens until my late teen levels, I think. Like I could not for the life of me get something that was decent. I kept getting cloth. Horrible. I had so much intellect at one point because the items just had better spirit and stamina than the greys. Okay. Really just wish I had some freaking arrows, man. I should have got them in Crossroads. Super annoying. That's it. Oh, I don't need to do that no more, do I? I've got the made the freaking macros work for me. Okay. You uh-oh. Uh I don't know. Shit, how does Alt F4 work? You've closed the game, you could still potentially take damage. Could you do the unstuck thing? And it like teleports you somewhere? If you do the unstuck feature they have in the help section, maybe that will take you somewhere else? Oh no. Yeah, I kind of figured you definitely there's enough time for you to die before your character disappears. I would. Uh. Oh, well, hang on a second. You can log back onto the load the game up. Load the game up and get the character screen up, and you'll see if your character's a ghost or not. If the character's a ghost, then you're screwed. If not, then you can maybe do unstuck. But I think, like Lauren said, I think you potentially there was no way of you avoiding extra damage for a few seconds. Ah, boy. F's in the chat, buddy. She lived long and she prospered for 9 levels. R.I.P. She will be remembered. I said I would bully you and never let you forget. I would like you to send a screenshot into Discord so I could just have a memory of it at least. I won't 100% bully you about it because you were doing first person view, and to be honest, that is definitely making life pretty tough for yourself. But I feel like that isn't what killed you. It wasn't the first person shoot that killed you, was it? But you know what, Tony? He's alright. You go again. Oh, come on, really? I'm not liking this. Okay, so what killed me was I was in the canyon with Vizzo, saw him and burning by a campfire, pulled the fanatic. Oh. Yeah, because Fizzle is level 12. So his aggro can be a bit fucked if you're pulling near him and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh man. He's higher level. Yeah, he is a higher level than the rest of them. I think they are a touch lower. That's the name of the game. I'm saying level 12 just because I think I remember it from before, but I wasn't too sure. I think when I actually did it myself. He's 11 or 12. He's definitely a bit higher. I'm doing the wrong quest. I'm fucking stupid. I'm not even meant to be in here. I'm meant to be down there. What am I doing? What's it going to be now? Another rogue? Don't come near me, you bastard. See that? See that? I don't think so, guys. Got 3 minutes on Vanish. Keep that safe. What do I have to worry about in here? I think they do a fire dot. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So stealth is a bit screwed. The main guy at the back there could be a bit tricky to get to, right? Uh, Ooh, highest crit update 272. Own Shanker, man. Highway manly. All right, guys, ads are starting very shortly. And I just messed myself up there with the stealth. All right. I vote Bone Shanker. That's what I vote. I also want to see. I want to hear your experience of doing Rogue through Silver Pine. Sons of Aragorn, Bonanzino. Uh, what are you gonna do with the Ultra add-on? Are you gonna do first person with no action bars and stuff? Because I think maybe you just got to balance out how difficult you want to make it. Self-bound is gonna make it tough. Yeah, I think oh fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't. What's the word? If your situation was fine before, I would stick to it. But yeah, I find you're right. I think just based, just based on how the game works out, the self-found thing doesn't matter, right? Like it is what it is. What do you really need to be like going to the auction house for? I don't think it's that big a deal. Thank you. What's that? In vein. Beautiful. Bone shanking. I don't really think of any clever names for an undead, to be honest. I haven't thought of clever names for such a long time that I just stick to variations of whatever I already have. Oh, what are we saying here, guys? Lots of waiting caverns in general chat. Look at the group DFB. Stone Shanka. What's the new pub's name? John, is it? Is it Pub John? Whoa, what did I just loot? I'll say yes to that. Thank you. Pope Leo the 14th, huh? I genuinely have no clue what a funny name play on that. Is that Scott Morrison? I know one Australian politician, and that's Tony Abbott. That is it. Is it Tony Abbott? Who was a lunatic during? Was he during the pandemic? That crazy guy. Like, nobody liked him. Scott Morrison. Oh, well, hang on. Was Tony Abbott? If that is there someone with the name Abbott? Wasn't he controversial for some reason? Didn't he do a lot of need to be careful? Yeah, I mean that is fair point for your situation. One remorselessness, no. Tony Abbott. Didn't he do a bunch of crazy stuff? People were a little bit confused about. He was a little bit confusing. Whoa, look at those numbers, man. Oh, oh. Pumping. Yeah, I thought so. That's the only reason we only ever really hear too much about Australian politics over here when it's like a crazy prime minister or someone who, I think maybe he was he cozying up to Trump and stuff or something. I don't know. Like people overall didn't like him. I need one excavator. I'm done. All right, nice. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, you hear very little about that here because every limeball prime minister we have slurps down the US Kool-Aid. when the governor general has someone dispelled for standing up to America. Yeah, man. The misery when you watch all that stuff. It's like obviously everyone sits where they do on the political spectrum, blah 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 blah. But when people are so happy to watch politicians just have no backbone, like absolutely no backbone whatsoever. Yeah. Sold away those mines. Sold them away. I mean, the thing is with most of it is that that is the case across the board in most places. Like you look at the property issue, the property market we have here, it's because there's a load of Chinese and Russian billionaires holding a bunch of properties in all of the most profitable places, and no one can buy a fucking house, a regular person. All these fuckers just use it as an investment. What do you mean? Oh, you mean you mean us assimilating into China? Man, I mean, look, that shit's all kind of out of our control, right? That's being made by a bunch of people at a table that we're not a part of. I do think we've reached a point now, though, where can we really say being influenced and controlled by America is much better than China? I don't particularly, um, I don't particularly know anymore. What global influence should we worry the most about? I mean, in some ways, I would say, but yeah, I mean, I don't. I think there's never been a worse time to be influenced by America. I think maybe that's probably the thing. Okay, now I have the right quest for here. Oh yeah, I mean, look, I've got my partner's American. Um, I've had many conversations with them about like her parents and stuff who used to work in for the government. It's a crazy time to be an American too. Crazy, crazy. Unfortunately, though, we're all in the same sphere of influence, you know. Flag thing, like so, there's a big thing at the moment happening in the UK. A lot of controversy around flag flying and stuff, and the media around all that stuff. It's just baffling to me. I grew up super working class, and I know the flag is only ever brought out when they're really trying to rally up people to be angry at someone because they're bringing out the flag and they say, "Hey, this is our flag. We represent a bit. It represents us and our anger right now." And all we're seeing at the moment is freaking flags everywhere, and it just bores the crap out of me. Shit. Oh, Forgot I had those. How'd that guy come back? That's it, right? And that's the thing. And it's like you have all of these mainstream media, like the BBC, who, you know, sit there and they go, "Oh, is it on talk shows? They go, oh, is it actually that bad to be having the flags out?" And it's like, we all know what the flags are linked with. We all know what they mean. Inherently, a flag shouldn't have such a bad, kind of like what's the word, association to it. But you got to look at who's putting the flags up, when they're putting it up, and why. Like, I've gone the last 15 years, I've not seen many flags. All of a sudden, boom. Okay, no, but okay, so look, your average Joe in a country who maybe isn't that switched on with politics, isn't whatever, they put the flag up and they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, look, it's my country," yada yada yada. And then it's the ones, there are obviously the ones that have the deeper thinking. Oh, you know, oh yeah, the British Empire is fantastic. But those people exist. You know, the amount of people who I've sat down with, my family growing up. Exactly, yes, it does. But what that is consolidated with to the people that do use it here is they're like, hey, I'm an indigenous British person or English person. Here's my flag, and I'm going to put it out because it actually represents a bit of violence. And it's kind of that dividing thing, you know. It's utilized. The flag thing is utilized in a way to make people angry and to scare other people, and I really don't like it. I mean, wasn't Trump at some point he was defending the Confederate flag for a while as well? That's when it starts to get a bit cranky. The American flag itself means nothing, right? Nowadays, it's on every single T-shirt, every single pair of hot pants. When you're getting burned in cartoon series, flags don't mean shit. People just like to utilize things and lay it over stuff at opportune times to stoke violence or stoke upset. Yeah, his first term feels like a million years ago, but I think that's just the dissidence and the PTSD from the 3 years of the pandemic happening at the exact same time. I'd say the English are probably responsible for every single war that is currently happening, right? To a certain degree. They created the war machine that is America, like you said. They also destabilized the Middle East at the end of the 18th century. That continued on into the 19th century. Accumulate, you know, it's one thing after another after another. You can't really separate the English from anything. Ooh. What just happened there? What's a dig rat? Yeah, but look at, sure, every country's been warring, but it's the placement, right? So it's like the Western placement of themselves in those conflicts, which then fucks us. And I kind of like the narrative that's happening a lot, even with like people on the right or in the middle, like in America, where they're kind of like, let's just stop invasions. Like, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing all of this stuff? It's like, yeah, I bet most people don't particularly want to do anything about this. But I wanted to between native tribes. People showering and weapons abominate. We, as in you, as in like Australia, or like the West. because the Australian army doesn't wacky shit, and it's generally along the lines of stuff like what you just said. Like you guys are you got like really big. I think a lot of your mercenary kind of groups work for the UK as well. I can guarantee if something bad's happening, we always pull everyone in. Oh right, okay, okay. Yeah, that's the what's the word? The joy of neoliberal globalized world, right? Well, let's make some money selling arms. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. It is, I've read some accounts of some crazy stuff that happens. Like there was that story a while ago, right, where there was that story a while ago where there was like a I don't know what to call them, the SAS, kind of like the paramilitaries. They were ex-paramilitary Australians, and I think they may have been near the end of the Afghanistan kind of occupation. And they went in and they were just straight up murdering people, but then taking pictures of all the corpses and doing all wacky shit like that. And you're kind of like, is this what we're up to? Who's this for? I think the Brits were definitely involved in that as well. I think it was literally a hand-in-hand operation. Jesus, it just and I think it's the stuff like this which shows you the flaws in kind of like defense, even kind of like in the police force, right? It's like, how do you find out if these people are going to be given any kind of power, right? Like, I know someone who's a police officer, and he told me about the process, and he's a bit dodgy. I don't particularly think he should be a police officer, but like, he is. Like, how do you find out that one of these whack jobs has a gun or is like being deployed into these places? Exactly. Yeah, 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 yeah. If yeah, and that's pretty much where my mind goes as well. If someone is like fucking chewing at the bit to get a gun and to go to war, or even to wear a police officer outfit and go down the streets, they should not be doing. Same with politicians. If someone grows up, they go to university and go, "Oh, do you know what? I'm going to become a politician." No, get out. Why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, I was a teacher for a while. I could say the same about a few teachers I know as well. The way they spoke about children with like disabilities or like behavioral issues and stuff like that, and you're kind of like, Jesus, you're responsible for these kids? Mm, mm, mm. All right, can we get any joy for a BFD run anywhere? Um, in for group E. Oh, I still got a thingy. No, 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 no. All right. Yeah, I was about to say, I think I need to do that. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Maybe I'll make a hardcore section and I'll do a rips thing in there. I'll do that next time I'm on the flight path. Remind me next time I'm flying, and I'll put it in the Discord. How am I not done this quest yet? Oh, obviously. Mm -mm, mm -mm, mm -mm. I mean, if anybody has any ideas about the Discord stuff, let me know. I need to flesh it out a bit, but is this your character, or are you enjoying the look of another character? Ah, right. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So, what is it that gets you about this one? Is it the fact that her mouth is? I don't even know if it's. Is it the eyes? There's no eyes. I mean, she's definitely she's operating on the upper level quite a bit there, which I'm surprised at. Little belly button, tiny little waist. You know, could be a model in a past life, but she's dead. I get you. Disagreeing with you. I don't think it's not a strong stance that I would take on the undead. To be honest with you, unless, and we talk about China doing things good, right? The Chinese client removes the bones and the gross stuff. Now, if we're talking about a Chinese client undead, maybe there's more of a conversation to be had there. Happy ring. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought it was purely a client China thing. Client China? China client thing. In design or in functionality? Because undeads were funky back in the day. In the alpha. Basically, you start off as the human with pale skin and red eyes, and as you progress through the zone, you get more and more decrepit until you look like the regular undead, kind of similar to Worgans. It wasn't like a form then, so you could. It wasn't that you become more human or less human in a form. You became more undead as you played, and it stayed that way. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember in the alpha as well, they what's the word? Oh, ads are starting in 30 seconds, by the way. In the alpha, they took full or double damage from holy spells. The paladins were just fucking undeads up. And they could just live underwater. There was no like extended breath. They were unlimited underwater. I always thought that was quite funny. I don't, that's not impossible to code. I mean, maybe back then it was, but now it's not. I'm actually going to snooze these ads just because I'm bored right now. No, it's like 3 times the amount you normally get, something like that now. That's what it... is this guy a rare or an elite? Oh, nice. I need to get turbo, I think, actually. Yeah, I mean it's I think it's cool as part of the game, but like I mean like the PvE side of the game, right? That could be kind of a cool thing, but PvP that kind of kind of sucked, I guess, for them. Just getting one shot by some kind of paladin. But also bear in mind, anything a paladin could do to an undead NPC, um, they could also do to an undead character. So they could stun them, fear them. Like you want living to a paladin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What annoys me about the undead is that they are humans, right? So they should have the human weapon skill stuff. They should have all the human racials plus Will of the Forsaken and Breathing, and then boom, that would be. I would like that. Turbo is the best decision you made. Increases the ball storage. Yeah, 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 yeah. But is there a difference between getting Turbo as a viewer versus as a creator? No, they're not in the original game anyway. Not like in the vanilla that we're playing. No, 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 no. All right, I'm gonna run ads here a second, guys, as I add handled this in, and I'm just gonna run down to the bridge. The bridge? The elevator. Okay, that sounds good. I'll have to give it a whirl. I've been thinking about it. Baila. Yeah, I would say those three are the best zones. I hate Thunder Bluff, like the Mogul science zones. That feels very incomplete or like not very well thought out. And then Dwarf one, trash. Absolute trash. Night Elf one though. If you look at those ones, right, you got humans, elves, orcs, and undeads. Those four zones are absolutely great. Now don't dance with me. Looking for group, EFD, BPS. No, no. Who about it? Look at that cheeky little whirlwind axe on this person here. Oh, not efficient, but no, it's not well thought out. We're okay. We're back. We're back. I had a little. That happened the moment I jumped onto the lift. I thought my internet died. It didn't. It was just the Twitch dropping. That that gave me a little spook. The moment I jumped onto that lift, I got disconnected. I got a Twitch disconnect. Oh boy. Boy. Right, let's get the messenger. Let's get this one under wraps. Little messenger, little messenger. Oh, be a bit careful here, to be honest with you. Anything could happen. It's funny though, like a little disconnect like that can sometimes kind of be a good thing because it puts you back on the discovery page and people click on you and then you retain the people. Anyway, pre-cataclysm, I loved all the signs. So cool and unique. I think one of my favorite leveling zones outside of classic is the Draenei or starting zones. The Draenei starting zones so good. The Blood Elf ones is cool because the city is incredible, but the Draenei zone so good. And wasn't the thing with that, or am I thinking of Mop? But isn't I'm sure it's Mop. Like you're not on top of a big turtle for the Draenei, are you? No, that's got to be the pandas. Why do you die to an Ash without Outrunner? Yeah, they're fine. Does this guy drop the ore? Why did I come out stealth? I'm not thinking too straight about this. Get out of here! Stop running! Well, it does drop the ore. That one didn't drop it. That's all I will say. Is she in the original game as a human or as an undead? But she doesn't get her backstory until what? Cataclysm? Where she starts becoming like a prominent disciple of what's her name? Sylvanas? No, no, that one I'm almost certain is a Cataclysm quest because I actually leveled the character to 60 in Cataclysm recently. And I remember doing the quest where she ends up bloody diving on the back of her dad and killing him and all this weird. She goes, "Oh, am I good enough for you now, Daddy?" And that's it. Yep, that's the only time I've ever really leveled through all of those areas because yeah, Gilneas is great. Like the Worgen starting zone is really good. The fact that they like bake into it that you what's the word? You have like escape the city and it's an ongoing kind of like infection thing. I think that's really good. They did cook up a good one with that one. I keep an eye out for this bloody messenger, man. I'll lose it. She was trained. She was rejected by her. Isn't the story that she's like rejected by her father for being too much of something, and then becomes an undead, and then he becomes part of he's part of the Scarlet Order to get rid of the undeads, and she's like, "Oh, you don't like me anymore, huh?" I don't. Sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. Still no BFD groups popping up in LFG. I think that's in the post-Kata thing. I remember doing the same thing in that. As far as I remember, there isn't any real crazy stories with her in the original Vanilla. She becomes a character, and she's also part of like the Legion, Rogue maybe quest line or something. I don't know. She's got some guest appearances along the way. Come on, spawn. Right, okay, yeah, I thought she was. So now around level 25, I could probably start expecting to get some blue drops. I could actually start potentially having some nice things drop for me. That would be nice. Yeah, they really, I don't know, they really expanded some lore really well, and then other times you kind of, it makes you wonder what the heck they were thinking. Like what they did with Sylvanas, what they did with Sourfang as well in the BFA thing. Like I'm not sure why he had to die to her like that. It was a bit strange. Die, 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 die. Ooh. Um, yeah, when I came back to WoW, it was during Legion, and I initially was very committed to enjoying BFA just because I had enjoyed Legion and playing Horde, going through the Zandalar was it's an epic zone, man. They really from Legion onwards, the zones just some of them were fucking amazing. Like you had Suramar, then you had Zandalar. Like those kind of places, like they're great. When they really make the open world and they also make it for flying. Yeah. Well, I think that's the big problem with it, right? They've introduced these amazing zones and these amazing places. And then once you get to the next expansion, they can obviously reuse these zones and help push players back there, but they still feel very disjointed from the world. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, I hear you didn't see me. What was Undermine? Is that recently a thing for the goblins? And when did that come out? Did that come out in the most recent? Was that in the War Within? Oh, okay, okay. Because I wasn't too impressed with the Gnome Regan, the Gnome Mega Dungeon. There was something about it. It was kind of cool, but at the same time, I was a bit. Eh. I've not really seen too many zones, to be honest, in the most recent the most recent game that I thought was fantastic. I played Dragonflight, and again, I was a bit underwhelmed by most of the zones in Dragonflight, to be honest. Although the flying itself was very cool. I did all the timed event stuff where you got the sets. And what is Hallerfall linked to? Is it just like a new zone that just has lore, or is it from something previously? Like an old race's kind of like home that you're now visiting? The one thing that put me off, so I tried Dragonflight for the first two seasons. It was cool, whatever. I was going to try The War Within, but then I saw that it was all focused around some weird family. Um, oh, Vanity Projects. Hey, man. Hey, guys. Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid, dudes. We're just doing some hardcore ultra here. What have you guys been up to? Going good, bud. Yeah, we've had a good little morning. I'm struggling to get some dungeons going, so I'm trying to keep up the pace outside of it. But yeah, very much a good day today. Thank you very much for the follow there, Disco Buckland. Good squads. Are you in hardcore as well? And squat guys, you know what? Once you hit a certain age, the knees and all stuff like that, it's a tough time to be doing all that. Are you all coming from WoW? Oh, you guys are NA. Very nice. Very, very nice. Where is the oh you're EU. Okay, good. So did you die? Are you re-rolling or have you just started? Is that what you're looking for, Wayne and Caverns? I'm just trying to get this fucking messenger to come here so I can get out of this zone. Or maybe I'll come back for it in a bit, but yeah. Well, there are Americans here. You got a few people floating around. Level 24. Oh no, you're doing good. That's the whole point of the old hardcore stuff, right? You don't have to worry too much about what level you are. You take it a little bit slow. Chill. Get those vibes a notch lower. How long would you raid? How long would you raid for? How long would you stream for? BFD and Shadowfang Keep. I think that's what I'm gonna try to get for. If I can ever get this quest thing to bloody drop, we'll try and do that. Okay, amazing. To her, you've got a guy down here, Tony. He's doing the same thing. He's doing a first person view rogue second attempt this morning. We are on death 0. We have it yet to have a death. I feel like I'm starting to get into the zones though where death is definitely around the corner. Awesome, man. Have a good one. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the raid. Speak to you soon. I don't think you guys are going to ever catch me doing the old first person view, but I do like the idea of taking all of the action bars away. It's the wrong bloody mob again. Alright, I think I'm going to skip out on this. I'll pick up the messenger another time. And I'll go the normal route and collect the other quests. I still have it in my mind though. My next challenge will be a warrior. Only able to craft weapons. I think that would be bonkers. What's the add-on to her? I was talking about there's an add-on I was talking about earlier on, which makes the game more immersive by removing a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's compatible with the Ultra one though, to be honest. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that one, to be honest with you. Asset targeting. I think actually this was maybe the add-on that I was looking at before. It kind of pretty much made it into a Skyrim type situation. Add one more thing to make it difficult for Tony, huh? And for anybody else that's coming on and seeing it for the first time, we are a WoW stream. Do some hardcore today. Give us a follow. You can jump on the Discord, keep in contact. We come up most days. I think I'm catching the tail end of a lot of you late boys over in NA and other places at the moment. But I'm in the UK, so a few hours behind a bunch of you. Get rid of some of this rubbish. Go. All right, let's make it back to the next elevator boss. I do not want to drop. The add-on forces account-wide gamepad kinda, which sucks. Oh. That's pretty intense. I had a Plater add-on once that would create a bunch of crap, and every time I logged on another character, the names were like ginormous. I had to do a complete reinstall. What are you talking about, French music? You are the person that made me put on a Russian the war song yesterday. This is a bit French though, to be honest with you. Let's get rid of that. What was it making you do? At least it was. Look, what we've got to do is we've got to find some French people, come and stream, and to prove that you can like someone from France. That's what we're gonna do. Not like pop idol. It's gonna be French idol. No, I can't deny you that one, man. I cannot deny you that one. Has anybody recently been around level 25 in, where are we? What's this place called? Thousand Needles. Is there any quests which are challenging on hardcore? Because I'm getting a bit bored of some of these quests. They're not particularly pushing me. Gnome. No, thank you, buddy boy. A gnome first person. That doesn't sound good, man. You would just, can you see your weapons at least because they're so small? You just see like a massive sword popping out. Oh, mate. No. Hey, Fast here. Thanks, man. You too. Catch you around. I'm here most days. Have a good one, dude. Is that through the Ultra add-on, Tony? Ah, no. Not making that one. Okay. Here we go. I'm telling you, everyone wants to play WoW, but they want to play WoW skinned versions of everything. What did I get? Man, it's always a bummer when I get the treat. Because A, I'm not going to use the mask. B, I just want to be turned into a skeleton. Trade supplies. I need to get arrows, so let's figure that one out. Let's get rid of that. That's a quest item. Need that. I need that. I need that. Bye-bye. We'll keep those. Let's get rid of that. I need this. It's good. That's good. That's good. Quest item. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Right, lads. Let's get cracking on these quests. Got one up already. Fantastic. Oof. Ooh. Should go pick up Cheap Shot, shouldn't I? Think I might have to go pick up Cheap Shot. Get the flight path. Let's go train Cheap Shot. Alien egg. Okay. Okay. Let's grab a couple more of those, I think. General goods. Right, sharp arrow, razor arrow. That's fine. What's that? 8 slot for 25 silver? I've got 8, 10, 6, 6. I'll do that. Ooh. 38 slot. 50 silver. 4 more bag spots. Beautiful. Boom. Boom. Alright, boys, we are winning. Ads are coming up in 45 seconds. I will take a quick pee break when that happens. Actually, I'm going to take that quick pee break now. Right, ads are running for 90 seconds, guys. I am quickly going to go toilet. whilst they go on, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay. You will get a view of the dog if I do this. About a mile. That was a dog just straight up left, huh? She didn't even bother coming back. Wow, screw her. What are you guys been chatting about? Dwarf, Night Elf, or Human Rogue? That is a question, isn't it? Well, you've just done Night... You just did Orc and Undead, right? Yeah, try an Alliance one. I think the link went through, yeah. I see it over there. Nothing got flagged. It is all about... Right. Do not die here. The only thing I could think of saying to myself. So, what's been on the agenda this morning, everyone? Tool here. Were you playing hardcore as well? Or have you just been watching? Oh mate, yeah, you're still in the dredges, right? You're in the factory. I can't imagine ever going back to not working from home. Man, like remote working is just really up my alley. I know it's not for everyone, but if you've never experienced the London Tube, then I guess you might have a little bit more sympathy for me. Or to translate that, the what do you guys call it? The metro? The subway. There we go. Remembered. Is there a way I can do click to ability thingy or whatever? What are you trying, Tony? You're on click lock. Is that what you're saying? Target lock, sorry. Camera and first person. You are really going for it. Interact with my target. Oh, missed that interact. These guys are kind of brutal. Jesus. The game might be starting to get a little bit spicy, boys. I'm feeling like I'm 26. These mobs must be like 24, 25. Hmm. Maybe we'll get some more edge cases going on, huh? So for anyone who doesn't know, I am edging everybody. I think I'm going to go for a very high level death. I'll edge myself, edge you all to level 60. And then it's going to happen. Low level. Can't see it. You heard me. I'm edging you towards my death. It's going to be a late one, though. It will be a late one. I'm going to make a... I reckon I'm going to die at level 46. Don't ask me why. 46 is a number in my head. $59. Okay. I do, of course. You think I live under a rock? You think someone who has any kind of interest in hardcore doesn't understand edging? That is what hardcore is. Everyone edging to get the adrenaline rush of almost dying and then not dying. That's it. But then when the death comes, it is juicy. I know what it means, mate. I'm just fluffing about with you. Too many possibilities of innuendos in this conversation that it's I don't like none of this. I got no bombs left on nothing. Oh well. Do I camp out the other side and try to get that messenger? Or am I just going to be wasting my time looking for it? FD. Oh, Shadowfang Keep. Wouldn't mind that dagger from Shadowfang Keep, to be honest. Ooh. Joro the Toro Moria fell to death in Blackrock's Spire. Not the worst death I've seen, to be honest with you. No. No. Oh, come on. Thank you very much. Got no stamina buffs up. Thing. Alright, I'm comfortable again. There we go. What have you decided to go with, Tony? Are you a night elf? I feel like you mentioned night elf a few times. Human. Okay. Male or female? At the moment. There are some that say it is the lesser choice of the two, male or female human. And I would just like to say to people that male humans have a place in this world. I really want this messenger to spawn as soon as I come over to this scout. If not, I think the game's bugged and it sucks. Right. Scouty, 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 scouty. Guy, come on, just spawn. I got some more food and it was up there as well. Alright. Is it easy to get rid of it? It's just the add-on, right? You're not changing anything fundamental to the game. And you can only get left and right click, you can't get nothing else. Where would you put like your other cooldowns? Right, okay, okay. Oh, so what do you do? Are you locked into like Skyrim keybinds only? Uh, easy. You have 5 punch damage, you only use 2. Yeah, I need to sort my mouse out a bit. I have some weird dodgy interactions with some of the key macros that I have. Sometimes it makes me when I press banish or blind, sometimes it tabs me out the game. So I think I need to remove one of the keybinds from actual Windows system. Come on, messenger. Am I right in thinking that the messenger spawns here, or does he spawn up here on the mountain? Anyone in the chat know that? I'll just continue as if nothing is happening. Easy. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. So funny, I was watching a video earlier on about the differences in prices of stuff on the anniversary realms. And it's interesting to watch it's interesting to watch kind of like WoW content creators really no. Hang on 1 second. Oh, am I like brain dead or what? He's... Okay. Yeah, I was watching a video earlier on and about kind of people complaining about the prices between all of the anniversary realms. And the differences were like a couple of gold. And it just makes me think how desperate people are to keep making content for something that doesn't need content to be made for it in that way. Such a bored state with really WoW content at the moment. And what did you end up going with? Ooh. Sell for a little bit. Very nice. He's in here as well. Finally, a bow. All right. Now we are gaming. Hey Don, sir. How you doing, buddy? Good morrow. What day is it? Oh, it's 2:30. For some reason, I thought it was like 10 a.m. I'll be able to do Rend for you in about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just leveling on hardcore. Seems to be my new little my new favorite thing to do. That was brilliant, mate. You did a great job. Very welcoming, hospitable, you know, like it's believable as well, I think, on top of that. What level was your paladin there, Doncer? No, you did good. It was believable, trust me. Is there any kind of like what's the word? Is there restrictions to you only have a certain amount of keys? I'm not sure if I really understand what the add-ons do, and other than making you use your mouse. Or can you have all your normal key bindings? Right. You're not doing too bad, Don. Still level 51. Are you aiming for 60 before TBC or just 58? The first two tags, 1 and 2, and fair enough. I don't know how I feel about that. That feels a little bit jarring to have to use your mouse. How would you react fast and like react well, especially when you're in first person and you can't see your health? That feels like you got a little bit too much going against you or something. Oh shit, I'm out of food. Okay. I think the hardcore challenges need to have their limits, right? I just the game if the game isn't built for it as well, it kind of can make it a little bit difficult. You mission next one. She will be forever in our memories. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice to have a bit of gear on it, Donster, when you're initially leveling. Especially as a pally, because they get good in the pre-patch, right? So well, get better, yes. All right, wind chase is done. Another wind chase. All right, let's just kill this one because I want to at least have a chance to see in this thing. That would be the thing that I would find a little bit booky, is that you're not able to see your weapons because the game isn't like set that way, right? I would find that a bit annoying. Londoner guy, the undead rogue. What kind of a name? Need two wranglers, two scouts, and the messenger. Is proven to be a touch. Another wind chaser. Okay, wind chaser again. Oh, these bastards hiding. Is there any way to screw up? Hmm. I did the tab down on the 51. You go to one of the events and get boosted or something? You are now perpetually locked into that mode. No, this. Here we go. With my two bow skill. Oh. What have you done? Did you make the copy of the WTF file that the guy said? Yeah, I still need to do a grind before raid actually on Sunday. I need to do a shit, what can you do? Can you do a system restore? But no, that's too much. I don't know what to say to you, bud. There is a very good reason why I wasn't going to do that. As soon as he mentioned config files, I was like, yeah, I've been down that one before, and I don't want to do that again. It is not fun. Not fun. Obviously. Oh, that's good. Come on. Nah. Let's see. Do I have any food in my bags? Is this? Is this someone from HC? I wonder. Alright, I'm gonna go one more attempt to get this messenger. Although I've had no luck with the spawn so far. And maybe I just follow the route that he takes, which I'm pretty sure is out and about to that little camp. I have to say though, since